Hi, the purpose of today's video is to show you how to get logged into, how to move around, and how to use Google Classroom. Some of this might be familiar, so if it is, I do apologize. I just want to make sure that you are fully understanding how to use Classroom and how to compare what's in Classroom to your emails so that you understand how everything talks to each other. Because I am a teacher, I have a different screen for Classroom than students do. So I'm going to pretend for today's purposes that I am Mackenzie Johnson, my daughter, and I'm going to show you how to use Classroom from the student perspective instead of the teacher. So to get into Classroom, you go to Google, you open your browser, and you type in classroom.google.com right here. Spelling does matter, so you want to make sure that you're spelling all words correctly. And then you are going to be taken to all the different classrooms that you have. So my daughter is part of Yarian Biology, 5th grade specials, and Ritter 1920. Your screen will look different because you are part of different classes, but you do have Yarian Biology. So you are going to click on Yarian Biology, and it's going to take you to this page. So the stream is where you have all of the things that have been posted, been deleted, all of these documents, and it gets really confusing. So we tell children or students to go to classwork, go to this tab. So you click on it, and you will see that everything in this particular classroom has topics and is organized according to topic. So remote learning tools is just going to be things that you need for remote learning. So you need your BrainPop account. This is how you use Google Translate. We asked you last week to fill out a survey. And this is how you can get a read aloud tool on your computer to have things read out loud to you. Then every time we add a new assignment for the day, you will see that new assignment on the top part of the page under remote learning. So today we had students fill out surveys and do a check-in, which you completed. You did one of the surveys. So to find the assignments, you click on the icon that has this clipboard that tells you that is an assignment. So you click on it and it gives you the directions. And then it tells you what you need to do. So you're going to fill out these 2 forms and this email verification spreadsheet. When you are done, so if you view assignment, when you have done all of those 3 assignments, you click mark as done because it is finished. Now, if there were a Google document, which I'll show you in a second attached, then we would be working right here where it says add or create, or you see an assignment. So we'll deal with that in a moment. But these 2 surveys and a check-in required is the assignment because it has this clipboard icon. If I go back, I hit the back button, back arrow, it takes me back to the classwork page. I'm going to scroll down, and the surveys and check-ins is the topic of the day. That is this tells you what you're going to do each particular day. So 4-3 is today. This is what you do. If you are all done, you can re-click on the title of the assignment and it closes that window. Now, if we go down a little bit just to show the different parts of Classroom, is that this was last week's assignment, which was Virus Explorer. When you see these little boxes with flags, these are just materials. These are things that you're going to need for this particular day's worth of assignments. The clipboard is the actual assignment. This is what you're going to turn in to Mr. Yarian and myself by the end of the day. So I'm going to click on that. I'm going to scroll down just a little bit. I'm going to click on New Assignment. And now you will see the directions are here, and there is a Google document that you are going to fill out as part of this assignment. Now, because we have students who are bilingual, there is a Spanish version, there's an English, and there's an Nepali. You're going to choose the document that you can understand the best. So Mackenzie is English only, so I'm going to click on English. And so now here's the document. It might take a second to load, so make sure you don't touch anything until it's loaded. Sometimes if you do, things get erased and it gets confusing. So you have directions, you have pictures that go with those directions to help you figure out where to go for each part of this assignment. Okay, so this is the Google document that you will fill out for today or for this day's assignment. And there are, if you go back to Classroom, there are assignments, or there are directions here. Now, if you can't find the website that you need to use, you can click on these words that are in blue because that means that there is a website that is linked to it. So I'm going to left click. It's going to take me to this website. And now I have the website I need to complete this assignment. I can also find it if I click the back arrow in Classroom. I can also find it under the materials. Okay, so here is the PowerPoint and links. I'm going to view material, and here are the things that I need. The PowerPoints are very helpful because it outlines and steps everything piece by piece for you. Now, I'm going to scroll down for a minute. I'm going to click on the virus to close that window again. Everything in this classroom is either an assignment or material. Material assignments, material assignments. Sometimes it's just materials. You have materials, and then on the first day there was 2 assignments. It was the same thing, but just 2 different ways. Okay. We were trying really hard to make this a bit more easy for students to figure out, but that's also the struggle with remote learning. When you have turned in your work, you can view your work and it'll tell you if you have turned it in or not. So she has turned in, there is this document, but it has been assigned, but she hasn't done it. DNA notes, there is a document, she turned it in. So over here, these assignments, if you have finished them, will say turned in or just assigned. Okay. I'm going to click the back button. Okay. That is how you use Google Classroom. Now, every time a teacher uploads something into Classroom, students get an email. So here, for example, is my daughter's email. So she is part of Miss Ritter's class, and these, every time it says new assignment, new assignment, new assignment, Mackenzie is getting notified that a new assignment has been posted in Classroom. You don't need to open these assignments. You can just go to Classroom and you can find them under classwork, and they will tell you what you need to do because it is going to be the most current assignment. So even though you are getting emails from your teachers about Google Classroom assignments, you really don't need to read them. You can just delete them. You click on the box for the emails you don't want, and then you click delete, and then they're gone. So she has a new assignment from me today that I posted in Classroom. Now, if I want to read it, I can, and I can click open if I wanted. And then it will take me directly to the assignment. If that is easier for you, you are more than welcome to do that. So to recap, you can go to Classroom and go to classwork, and you can look at the day's assignment right here. Look for the clipboard icon. Click on that, that's the assignment. View assignment. Read the directions. Complete the assignment. Mark as done when you have finished. Or you can go to your email and you can look for an email from your teacher. Click on that email, scroll down a bit, and then click open. And it'll take you directly to that day's assignment or the email assignment that you opened. For work, you can see if you have turned it in, because it'll say turned in, and so far there's nothing to be turned in today, so it's just assigned. Okay, I hope this video is helpful and that you're able to understand how Classroom works just a little bit better.